What's up, guys? So I want to talk about the fear of working out. Are you scared to exercise associated with your health anxiety? Go ahead and smash that like button down below. If you're ready to kick anxiety in the butt, leave me a comment down there as well and let me know, is this something that you are dealing with? So guys, many of you have dealt with this. I get questions, I get comments all the time, I get stories, you know, explaining how you're scared to work out. It's not an option for you. And you're asking for solutions, how to get better with that. So I thought I'd make a video over it today. I definitely was in the same boat with you. In the beginning of my health anxiety days, I was terrified of having a heart attack or having heart disease. So that was my focus. Obviously, when you work out, that's gonna be a concern. Many of you have the same concerns, but I was scared to do that. Some of you are just simply scared to work yourself into a panic attack. I've done that as well. A lot of symptoms of being exerted, being exhausted can be the same as a panic attack. So there's some similar symptoms there. It could confuse you. So this is something that I dealt with for a few months before I started feeling some, positive things from it. And I encourage you to work yourself through this initial part. It's exposure therapy, so it is going to be hard. You're having to face a fear. But exercise is so good for your stress and anxiety and depression. It is unbelievable. If you have health anxiety, this is going to reassure you that you are okay. Okay, so you need to make sure that you're doing it every single day. Don't give up on this. Start out small and build. So I had a couple concerns with me. The first one was that whenever I'd work out, obviously my breathing would get shallower, my heart rate would go up a lot, and my blood pressure would be slightly elevated. And this was something that bothered me because not only was I scared of having a heart attack, these were the symptoms that I would have whenever I would have a panic attack. So my brain would get kind of confused and I would sometimes fool myself into having a panic attack. It's pretty crazy, but that was what was happening. I would deal with that. And then something else in particular, which is pretty scary, was my muscle tension. I had a ton of muscle tension centered around my chest because that's where I focused it. So even if I did something like this or twisted, I could feel some pain there. So whenever I would do push-ups or chest exercises, like bench press or chest press, stuff like that, I would seriously get some deep pain in that area. And I was thinking that I was working myself into a heart attack. So it would freak the crap out of me. There were so many times I would stop doing exercise. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. And the crazy thing is that I was getting reassurance from the doctors. I was getting perfect testing done. Everything was working out for me. But in the beginning, I just didn't trust the doctors. And I know many of you have issues with that. I was scared that, there was something undiagnosed, that I was being misdiagnosed. One of my fears, I would always see those videos of basketball players and playing and they just fall down and, that's it for them, or the soccer players, that happens too. And it scared the crap out of me. I was like, I could be that dude. I think I'm that guy. I was like, and it scared the crap. I was like, man, these people are out there working every single day. They're in amazing shape. At least that's what they look like. And then they're having a heart attack. So I definitely could have one. And that would scare the living crap out of me. It's just that they had a misdiagnosed case. They had a misdiagnosed condition. So that would always make me afraid. I know many of you are going through this. But guys, you have to face the fear of exercise to overcome it, obviously. You can't keep running from it. It's not going to get better. It's a very important part of overcoming health anxiety. You need to be exercising. It can just be 15 to 30 minutes a day, but try at it every day. I have a video specifically over exposure therapy and how it can be great for you. I think overcoming the fear of exercise is exposure therapy. You're facing that fear. So make sure that you do it every single day. Excuse me. So what can we do to make this better? Okay. It's going to be hard at first regardless. I'm just going to let you know it's going to be tough because anytime you face a major fear like that, especially if you're afraid that you're going to fall out or die, that's going to be terrifying. Just like if you're terrified to drive because you will have panic attacks or you have the fear of flying, it's going to be uncomfortable, but we have to be uncomfortable to grow. So we're going to start out small. We're not going to do this in huge amounts. Just going out there and doing crazy vigorous exercise the very first time, it's probably not going to end well. You probably will be stressed out. So you want to start out small and work on yourself and just keep building. So start out with walking. Walking is amazing. I have many people that are watching that are probably overweight that could use some, fat loss. It's great at burning calories. You can literally walk anywhere. I would try to pick something that's more scenic. That way you enjoy the scenes as you're walking. That's good therapy as well. Then we're going to build on that. Then we're going to walk a little further. We're going to do higher intensity walking. We're going to do walking on inclines, maybe hiking. We're going to do some of that. And then we're going to keep going and going. And then we're going to implement jogging. And I know that's the scary one. Some people are like, I can walk all day, but I'm terrified to run. Well, just jog for 5 seconds and then stop. And then walk for a minute. Jog for 5 seconds. I mean, if you got to start out that small, do it. But as long as the next day or the next time you work out, you are going further, which means you need to get some type of either a journal or like a notebook and start writing in your goals and where you're at. Keep track of how many reps you did. If you're doing weightlifting, that's a good thing to use to, you know, when you go in the next time and whenever you work out or run the next time, you can see what you did last time and try to beat that. That's the goal, to beat it. And yeah, so you just want to keep on doing that, then implement weightlifting. The idea is to start small and every day do a little bit better, and you're not even realizing that you're beating your fear. And eventually you're running a mile, you're running 2, 3, 4, 5 miles. And then it's very reassuring. So it's amazing for health anxiety. So make sure that you're doing this, guys, every single day. It's so important. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you got value, hit that like button. And again, let me know if this is something that you struggle with. I know many of you have. I get so many questions all the time. So I thought I'd make a video over it and my experience and a little solution for you there. Anyway, subscribe if you haven't. Hit that notification bell. There are so many resources down below to help you overcome your anxiety. So be sure to check that out if you haven't. All my social media is down there as well. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you have a very amazing day. Talk to you later.